I like red. You might like blue or yellow or green. Either way, no matter what your favorite color is, this is all about Hues and Cues, a game that is really just all about colors and being able to communicate through minimum words on how to find it on this. Hues and Cues is a multiplayer game in which everyone is against everyone. It can play anywhere from 3 to 10 players. It's a whole lot of fun, and it's one that I think you're going to enjoy. But today we're here to tell you about how to set up, how to play, and how to win Hues and Cues. So first we're going to start off with how to set up. It's fairly easy. We're going to be setting up today for a 4-player game. And what we're going to do is everyone's going to choose a color. There are, 10 different options as to what color you want to be. For this game, I've chosen green, red, black, and white, which you can see here represented by these little party hats. And what we're going to do with these is we're going to take one of each and we're going to set it just off the board here. That's basically putting everyone at 0 points to start the game. And then everyone else is going to take their 2 and have it by their person. Have the board out, have people up, everyone set at 0, everyone takes their 2 little cones. That's it. Really easy to set up, really easy to play. So now we're going to jump into play. As far as how play works, this game depends on how many players you have. If you have 3 to 6, everyone's going to be the guesser twice. If you're playing with 7 to 10, everyone's going to be the clue guesser once. So basically what's going to happen is whoever is the guesser first, let's say it starts with green here. Green is going to take this card, which has 4 different letter number combinations, much like Battleship. And they're going to have this and they're going to look at it secretly and they're going to decide which one they want to play with. Now, roll for you, as we play this game quite a few times, the color on the card doesn't necessarily represent what is on the board. So you might have to have people avert their eyes or look away while you're trying to figure out where yours is on the board. So for instance, on this one here, H26. H26 is right here. And you can see there, you compare the 2, even then this one still looks darker. And they have 4 different options here. They can pick whichever one they want to go with. I'm going to go ahead and go with H26. So what's going to happen next is I'm going to give a 1-word clue to everyone at the table. Now, ideally, I want them to land on it because whenever we get to scoring, you'll see why it's important for them to be on the money with the scoring part. I'm going to say, let's say Barney, the dinosaur. So with that, the other 3 players are going to try to put their cubes on where they think Barney is, or where they think I'm trying to lead them towards. Now, let's say my memory of Barney is a little bit off. And they argue that Barney should be somewhere up here. Each person will go around and put their cube or cone where they think Barney is. And boop. Cool. Now I've seen that and I know that I need to get them right here. So I'm pretty far off the mark. So what I can do is I can try to get them another clue to get them closer to where it's at. Now there are things that you can't give clues for. You can't give primary colors or secondary colors. You can't give references to items in the room, and you can't give references to the board itself. So I couldn't say further south or something like that. But on your second clue, you can give 2 words. Now, if they were exactly where they were, I could choose to give no clues, and they could just put more tokens out there. However, they're pretty far off the mark here. So I need to get them to here. So I might say deep ocean, something like that. And that makes them realize that it's probably something closer to a blue. Now, we went clockwise going around the horn on first round. On second round, it goes counterclockwise. So red was 3rd on that one. They'll actually go first on this. And they're going to put it, let's say, here. And this person's going to go pretty far into the blue, although trying to keep purple. So I'm going to put it here. And this person's going to go right here. So now that everyone has placed their cones, we're going to go into scoring. The way scoring works for each round is you have this little square here, which has pieces that the insides should say 2 and the outsides will say 1. That's scoring. If you're touching one of those 2s, you get a 2. If you're touching one of the 1s, you get a 1. If you're in the dead center, you get 3 points as a guesser. So we're going to put it onto H26. Boop. H26, yep, right there in the middle. So you can see the placement here. The way points work is the clue giver, gets a point for every person that's inside of this square. So green in this instance, would get 2. Black, because they're on the inside touching the edge here, they get 2 points as well. White gets 2 points for the same situation, and red's on the outside here, so they get 1. Had black been over 1 and been right dead center on H26, that would have been 3 points. And that's pretty much it. That is one round. Once this is done, we'll clear the board, and it'll move on to the black team, and they will be the clue giver. And like I said, in a 4-player game, you'll go around twice. Everyone will be the clue giver twice. Points just keep going up like that. And that's it. Hues and Cues is a really easy game, and it's a lot of fun. If you like colors and trying to pinpoint and get into the psyche of your friends, I'm like, what is a shrimp? Is a shrimp here? Or is a shrimp over here? Then it's a game for you. It's a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy our video. And we'll get you next time, because that's the way we roll. 17?